Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. For a very long time, Nico Robin had always done things alone, looking to achieve their goal of finding the ancient weapon Pluton without help from anyone. And this loneliness was born from the fact that at some point during her life, her allies always tended to betray her because of the great and tragic past that she carries with her. But upon meeting Luffy and the Straw Hats for the first time, Nico Robin felt love, having a real family that she would never abandon and also wouldn't abandon her. And the Straw Hats risked their lives to save Robin, making her feel truly loved and accepted for the first time in a very long time in her life. Before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out, especially with that old YouTube algorithm, and it keeps motivating us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, as we know, before the Enies Lobby, Robin often tried to distance herself from other people, even her allies, because she knew that she was bound to leave them sooner or later. Because since her first bounty, Robin has been constantly betrayed by people that she's come to trust. All of them turned against her over something as simple as money. So as a result, Robin stopped trusting people, depending only on herself to achieve her goals and aims. Even before joining the Straw Hats, Nico Robin was very intrigued by the crew's activity and potential, possibly because their captain was one of the few people in the world with the middle initial D, as well as the giant who owned it, who had saved her, and who had really been her only friend. Even while they were kinda enemies, Robin never acted hostile or aggressive towards any of the crew. In fact, she even hid from her Baroque Works allies, never informing them of Sanji's identity, which she had identified at Whiskey Peak. In addition to that, she also helped Luffy quite a few times, giving important hints about what Crocodile was up to, and giving indications that she was really interested in this crew of pirates and possibly even joining. Robin even ran away from the casino and went running to save Luffy from being buried in the desert after he had been beaten by Crocodile in Rainbase, demonstrating that she really wanted to become an ally. After being saved by Luffy at the end of the Alabasta arc, she ended up joining the Straw Hat crew because she stated simply that she had nowhere else to go, and declared that Luffy was responsible for her being alive when she no longer really wanted to be, and therefore he had to take responsibility for his own actions, and Robin had to take responsibility for hers. Since then, Nico Robin has began to show affection for her crewmates, even giving them nicknames, as in the case of Nami, who she calls Miss Navigator, Zoro Mr. Swordsman, and even calls Usopp Mr. Nose, among other nicknames that she's given to her crewmates. You see, at first, she only seemed to call Luffy and Crocodile by their names, albeit in a professional manners as an agent, but after creating a greater intimacy and friendship with Luffy, she started calling him Secho-san, which means captain. Over time, Robin has grown much closer to her crewmates, and begins to develop a sense of belonging with them, and claims that she cares more about their well-being than the entire rest of the world. Once Robin saw exactly how far the entire crew would go to save her, she now calls them by name as a form of respect to them. Because during the attack on Enies Lobby, she realized that she had finally found the friends that Saul said she would. Robin also claimed that in addition to saving her life, they were the ones responsible for her reviving her dream, a dream that she had long kept hidden in her heart, finding the poneglyph to discover the story that cost her everything. After the time skip, Robin has felt so much more confident about her place in the crew, and even when Nekomamushi said that he was worried about the people that wanted to come after her because of the fact that she could read the poneglyphs, Robin just said that she had strong friends that would protect her, so she wouldn't worry. And although she likes all the Straw Hats, her deepest gratitude really is solely for Luffy, because he was the first person that was able to accept her into his crew, without objectifying her or using her just to benefit himself from something. And because of the great respect and gratitude that she holds for this man, she is significantly more patient with his impulsive personality, more than a lot of the other crewmates. Robin even tends to laugh when Luffy does something impulsively, like accepting someone new into the crew without caring how the other Straw Hats feel about it. I mean, even when Luffy does something stupid where the other Straw Hats condemn him for this childish attitude, Robin just laughs just like a big sister would. So as Robin has sailed and adventured with the crew longer and longer, she's began to grow closer and to care for Luffy as well as the rest of the Straw Hats. Not in any romantic way, but as if they were her real family that she has a duty to protect, because she feels safe with the protection that they offer. It also seems that Robin's affection goes all the way back to their first and initial encounter above the Going Merry, because Luffy's bold personality intrigued her enough that she wanted to meet him again in the future and see what he'd be up to. Luffy has also been the only person who ever managed to convince her that she would live even if the world didn't want her to. And even if that was the case, the world would become his enemy as well as his crewmate's enemy. This culminated in one of the more epic scenes in One Piece, where it showed that he was even willing to burn the world government flag just to demonstrate that he was really willing to do anything to keep Robin safe. And it was this attitude from Luffy that made Robin really feel welcomed by the Straw Hats. In many ways, Luffy reminds Robin of the other D-Clan members that she's befriended over the years. And this might even be what contributed to her initial interest in him, because she was aware of his full name upon their first meeting and asked more about it when she rescued him after his first fight with Crocodile. Once Robin officially became a part of the crew, she was taken aback by Luffy's connections to certain people such as Shanks, Monkey D. Garp, and even Monkey D. Dragon, and she commented that he really had an interesting story and that she was sure to have fun being with Luffy. Another thing about Robin is that she really truly seems to be devoted to Luffy, as he is the only person she wants to get stronger for. And it goes to show how big her dedication to the captain was after Enies Lobby, because upon learning that Luffy's brother Ace had lost his life, Robin was greatly shocked and became extremely concerned for Luffy's well-being, wanting to know if Luffy was not only psychologically well enough to be able to continue, but also complete his journey and achieve his goals. And just like Zoro, Robin follows Luffy's decisions whatever the consequences, such as when he decided to form an alliance with Law to face the Emperor Kaido. Because even knowing this could be very dangerous, Robin would never dare to question Luffy's decisions or question the actions of her captain. Another reason for this strong loyalty to Luffy is the fact that he is the very person that helped her find her will to live. And interestingly, Robin had started a habit of referring to people by the names Luffy calls them, even though she clearly knows their real names. After the time skip, Robin was amazed at Luffy's growth and strength after seeing him defeat the Kraken and seeing him use Conqueror's Haki, and even during the Dressrosa arc, she stopped toy soldiers from chasing Luffy as he was going to face Doflamingo. When Robin confronted Gladius, she actually expressed her devotion to Luffy, saying that he was worth losing one's life for, because he's always the trump card that brought victory. On Zou, although Nekomamushi warned her that many strong people would try to kidnap her to read the poneglyphs for them, Robin seemed unconcerned and felt confident enough in her captain's capabilities. And this, more than anything, truly demonstrates the great trust that she has in Luffy, following him until she manages to make her dreams come true. And something interesting to talk about is that when Luffy reveals his true dream, Robin is the only one that doesn't laugh at him. It's quite the contrary, actually. She shows astonishment on her face, and then questions with a slight smile on her face about how Shanks reacted after learning about Luffy's dream. Now, we don't know for sure what she thought about Luffy's dream, but apparently she admires his ambition and really, truly understands his goal. So as we can see, Robin is one of Luffy's most faithful crew members, and is willing to help him achieve his goal of finding the One Piece and becoming the Pirate King, no matter what it takes, even if it costs her her life. And although the mutual respect that they have for each other might cause them to do something completely idiotic to save their comrades, it never matters what the price is paid, because it will always be worth it for her family. So with all that said, my friends, we'd love to know what you think about it. What is your favorite scene that involves Robin? And where do you think her character is gonna go? Because we know that in these more recent chapters, Elbaf is definitely the next location after this Egghead Island arc. So what do you think Robin's arc is gonna be there? We know that there's a very good likelihood that Saul is still alive, and that everything that her friends and family on Ohara had worked to build is actually safe in the custody of the Giants. So what kind of future revelations might we get about Robin? Let us know what you think about all that in the comments below. So as we wrap up our video for the day, we'd like to thank you all so much for watching the video, especially those of you who've made it here to the very end. Be sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that red subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I hope to see you all in our next video, and let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.